Games and Honest, streaming everywhere now, anywhere you listen to music, so please, please give my new songs a listen. Hello everybody, my name is Kobe Warner and this is the Koblizzy channel on YouTube, and I'm so excited to be here with you today to do something that I've never done before, but I'm excited to try. The year's almost over. Merry Christmas, by the way. The Christmas just ended. Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa. Almost the new year, 2024 is almost upon us. I'm not really excited. I was about to say I'm excited, but that would have been a lie. I'm nervous, I will say that. I'm not gonna say anything else about the next year because I don't want to jinx it. I am gonna talk about all my favorite things from 2023. There's a lot of categories we're covering here. Music, albums, that was the same thing. Music, movies, smells, clothes, shoes, all kinds of stuff here. There's lots to talk about, and I have a list of other things that we're gonna talk about as well. So we're just gonna kind of give a year-end recap of 2023. Me and all my personalities, I guess. There's nobody else here. I do have a lit candle behind me. This is not gonna be a Michael Jackson Pepsi situation, I hope. It is further away from me than it looks. The depth perception, you know, of the camera messes with things. It's like at least a foot that way, because I like my hair. And it does have a lot of hairspray in it today, so it probably would be pretty flammable. We're gonna talk about lots of things. I mean, we're gonna talk about a book. I used to read when I was a kid a lot. I don't read so much anymore, but I'm getting back into reading. Lots of things to talk about. We might as well just get into it. I'm gonna start with fragrances. My parents got me some really great gifts for Christmas this year, and I think the best one had to be Say Noir by Beyoncé. It's so reflective, you can't even see how silver the box is. All you see is my pictures in the room. It's Say Noir. Oh my god, by Beyoncé. Now, I've already opened this, but I put it back in the box for the purpose of unboxing it for you. So this is Say Noir, Beyoncé's newest fragrance in celebration of the Renaissance. That's what it looks like when you take off the sleeve thing. It mimics the bottle of perfume. You'll see if you haven't seen it yet. So this is the unboxing. This is the fragrance. I'm telling you, this fragrance, like I said, it's mirrored. The box mimics this circle here. Now this side says Say Noir by Beyoncé, which you can't see because of how reflective it is, but it comes out of this little encasing, which is so cool. And this fragrance is to die for. She gave some She gave some samples out at a Renaissance concert, but it wasn't mine. It goes back in that little guy. I'm gonna put it right here next to the Beyoncé candle. I'm gonna talk about a lot of Beyoncé stuff in this video, as you'll see, and I usually did. Or I usually do, I mean, I always talk about Beyoncé, I love her. But when I opened it on Christmas and sprayed, I was like, ugh. It says there's notes of, let me read the box. There's notes of honey, amber, and myrrh. Maybe it's when I scanned the thing, because it also comes with this little sample size. My mom was like, I don't know what this is. It's a little sample size perfume, and it has a QR code on it that takes you to the website so you can buy more. But I'm just like, can you even deal? I'm telling you, that's my new fragrance for the time being. I'll have to get a new bottle when this runs out very soon, because it probably will. It smells amazing. So that's the first smelling thing I'm gonna talk about. It's a fragrance, Beyoncé, Say Noir. Now I'm gonna talk about some candles and some room spray. All of this stuff is from Bath & Body Works. So this is a candle called Mountain Snowdrift that I got my mom for Christmas, and I snatched it for the purpose of this video. It smells really nice. I think it's one of their Christmas scents, but I just really liked this one. Gotta keep my eye out for Selena, I'm not trying to get burnt. This one's Mahogany Vanilla. This one's mine. I've had this one since the summertime. It smells so good. I've been burning it down. It's like halfway gone. And I love Mahogany Vanilla. This one's Mahogany Teakwood. This is one of my dad's Christmas presents for me, so I snatched that for this video, or I snatched this for this video. It smells awesome. I love Mahogany Teakwood. I've been getting this one for years. I've had this one for a long time. And I have a room spray. This is one of their fall scents. It's flannel. And I got a couple when I was there the other day. They were on sale. And they're just concentrated. They're really strong. They just take like a squirt or two. One squirt if the space is small, 2 squirts if the space is huge, but I'm like 1 squirt, maybe even then still. It's really strong, but I have this Mahogany Teakwood. I would have it here too, but it's in my car and it's really cold outside. I didn't want to go get it. So yeah, this is my fragrance smelly things. Where do I put all this stuff? I'm gonna try to line it up all behind me as I do this video. And with that, I'm gonna be moving on to the next topic, which is music, and I need my phone because I took some notes. I'm gonna do my top albums of the year, and I'm also gonna recap back at the end with some music. I'm gonna talk about my Apple Music replay, but that's gonna be at the end of the video. Right now I'm just gonna show you some of my favorite albums of the year. I have some physical representation for my favorite albums of the year. So I'll circle back to the album music replay later. Right now I'm kind of talking about CDs, because I listen to my CDs a lot. I have a CD player behind me, I have a CD player out there in the room out there, I have one in my car. So these are in no particular order my favorite albums of 2023. Number 1 is Snow Angel by Reneé Rapp. This album is spectacular. Track list: Talk Too Much, I Hate Boston, Poison Poison, Gemini Moon, Snow Angel, So What Now, The Wedding Song, Pretty Girls, Tummy Hurt, I Wish, Willow, 23, the deluxe version Swim, and Messy, and the Tummy Hurts remix with Coco Jones, and something else that's an amazing song, but I'm forgetting the title, I'm blanking. But anyway, Snow Angel, I love it. This is not a deluxe edition, this is just a standard edition, but the CD, here it is. I don't think the CD's in here. I forgot to do that part of it, but I did take the liberty of getting the cases. The CDs, however, are in my little thing that holds them. And guess what? This little thing right here. I don't know why they don't sign the albums anymore. Now they sign these little pieces of paper. I realized I could just put that little sign thing in the front. So, hey, signed Snow Angel, that's lit. Next, Renaissance. This is such a fantastic album, and it came out last year, but I've been listening to it all year, and I went to the Renaissance World Tour this year over the summer. Feels like a lifetime ago, but it was in July in Nashville. I saw the Renaissance World Tour, and it was so incredible. I also saw the Renaissance World Tour movie, Renaissance, a film by Beyoncé. I'm gonna talk about that a little bit later. But Renaissance is a huge part of my 2023 and my 2022, but it's gonna continue to be a part of my life. Beyoncé has albums that you listen to forever. Another artist that makes albums like that is SZA. I love Control and I love SOS. This album came out in 2022 also, but it came out in December, and it was a huge album this year, so it makes sense that it's in this video, and I love SOS. I actually just got this one on CD for Christmas, thanks Mom and Dad. But I've loved this album ever since it came out, SOS. Amazing record. This one is Something to Give Each Other, Troye Sivan. First of all, this one's winning album cover for me of 2023 album cover of the year. This is so fantastic. So I just wanted to show you that in this Something to Give Each, in here, first of all, look at that. Am I gonna get demonetized? It's signed. It just comes with this little signed thing I wanted to show you. So yeah. Troye Sivan is one of those artists, kind of like Bruno Mars. They always make 10-song or 9-song albums, depending on who you're talking about. And the short albums, they're always good. You know, it's hard to have a miss when you have 10 songs. And so Troye Sivan is one of those no skippers. You listen to his albums, you don't skip any songs. I love Something to Give Each Other. Next is Endless Summer Vacation. This is a great pop album that came out this year. It's funny because I feel like this is one of those albums that comes on shuffle and the songs play and you sing along, but you don't even realize how much you listen to it, at least for me. Not just Flowers. Like Island and Jaded is my favorite. I really love Violet Chemistry. You is a fabulous bluesy kind of track. Where's the track list? River, Fire, Rose Colored Lenses, About. Love this. And the Flower demo, I love a good piano vocal or synth. Last album of the year is B-Day by Beyoncé. This album obviously did not come out this year, but I just got it on CD this year. So I've been tearing this CD, or not tearing it up, but wearing it out rather. My favorite song is one that I did not know. It's Amor Gitano. I don't know, I don't speak Spanish. And it's a duet with a man named Alejandro Fernandez, and it's my favorite song. I don't know what they're saying specifically, but it's so beautiful and the vocals are crazy. So B-Day, I love the whole album. I really love Sugar Mama, Freakum Dress, Ring the Alarm, Resentment has always been one of my favorites. I've loved that one. Upgrade You. A new favorite of mine is Green Light, Loving Green Light. I've always loved Irreplaceable, Welcome to Hollywood's a Bop. Deja Vu, I think might be my favorite song. It's incredible. And those are all my CDs. My last favorite album, in this case EP of the year, is Troye by Tori Kelly, but I don't have that one on CD. So I'm gonna get it soon, but I just wanted to mention it. I love it. Cut, a bop. And that one's gonna show up on my Apple Music replay later. And so with that, I'm moving on from my favorite CDs. Now we're gonna talk about some movies, some M-O-V-I-E-S. I had to make sure I spelled that right. Sometimes I'm a little, as they say, dumb. I definitely did a couple spelling bees in my childhood and I did not win any of them. I spelled Martian wrong because I thought it was like a SH, like sh sound, not a TI, marsh, you know. Anyway, so I'm gonna talk about two movies first that are concert films. You know what I'm about to say, but I just wanna get them out of the way because I do have some sort of visual representation for these two. And then after that, I'm gonna move on to the other movies that I've loved this year that I've seen at the AMC or on streaming. With Beyoncé, I have this poster from the AMC. This is for Renaissance, a film by Beyoncé. It's the Renaissance concert tour as well as a behind the scenes documentary. It was an incredible movie. It's my favorite film I think I've seen this year. This is the popcorn bucket. it, and this is the cup. As you can imagine, if you go to the movies, both of these merch items were incredibly overpriced. These, however, were free, so I have like 10 of them. There's fully 6, literally 6 of those on the wall outside of this room, and then I have a couple more that are not on the wall. 1, 2, 3, because they set them out and they print a bunch of them. I'm happy to take them. They're always there. I don't feel like I'm taking them from somebody because there's so many. So my second concert film that I loved this year was the Eras Tour. So I have this popcorn bucket for the Eras Tour and this drink cup, and I have the little poster, and I also have 6 of these on the wall outside of this room right next to the ones of Beyoncé. And I also had the privilege of seeing both of these tours in person this year. I saw Taylor Swift in Atlanta, and I saw Beyoncé in Nashville, and then I saw both of the movies at AMC 4 times a piece, literally. And I love both of these women deeply. Beyoncé is my favorite performer of all time, down, and my favorite singer. Taylor Swift is an amazing songwriter, and her show was so entertaining, and her songs are catchy, and you want to sing along. They remind me of my childhood. So yeah, I loved seeing both of those movies and those concerts. I have some more stuff I can show you from the concert. So for the Taylor Swift show, I have this tie-dye sleeveless shirt, and then I also got this long sleeve Eras shirt. So this is Fearless Speak Now in red and black and white, and it says the dates on the back. And then I have this Renaissance shirt from when I saw the Renaissance World Tour that also says the dates. So there's my concert merch and my film merch for both the Renaissance World Tour and the Eras Tour, respectively. So that's my Beyoncé, that's my basic gay pop star recap of the year. I just really loved supporting both of those women. And now I'm gonna talk about some other movies that I loved this year. I go to the AMC all the time. You might not know this if you have never listened to my podcast or, I don't know, talk to me in person. I go to the AMC all the time. I have the A-list membership. You can see up to 3 free movies a week, and I take advantage of it. So I've seen, since September, probably 40 plus movies at the AMC. I really, really love going a lot. Like, I spend almost any of my exclusively alone free time at the movie theater. My favorite movies this year in no particular order. Number 1, just because I've seen it recently, again, in no particular order, but this might be my favorite movie that I've seen this year anyway. Saltburn, with Jacob Elordi, Barry Keoghan, Rosamund Pike, and some other really talented men and women. One guy who looks like me, his name's Archie, I think, and then there was Venetia, that was the character's name. She played the sister, or Venetia was the sister. That actress was amazing. Venetia is played by Allison Oliver. The dad was awesome. There was a guest friend. The guest friend's character name is Pamela, and she's played by Carey Mulligan. And the father is played by Richard E. Grant. I'm not gonna spoil anything about the movie particularly because you should totally watch it. It's now streaming on Amazon Prime as of December 22nd. And I am a Saltburn activist. I don't know, advocate. I am literally advocating for Saltburn. If you like disturbing movies with homoerotic undertones, Saltburn is for you. Saltburn's for you. It's on Amazon Prime. I literally loved it. I saw it at the theater thrice. I saw it at the theater 3 times. And I've watched it 2 times since it's been on Amazon Prime on December 22nd. And it's December 28th. And so I just love Saltburn, and I wanted to mention that one first. Saltburn's amazing. I also saw Poor Things recently with Emma Stone, and I really loved that movie too. I'm talking about, again, Saltburn and Poor Things, like, off the top. These movies are in no particular order. I'm saying these because I saw them recently. Poor Things was fire. It was, like, again, kind of out there and campy, but I'm here for bringing back camp in cinema. I don't sit down and watch movies as like a film critic. I'm just there to like have fun or like be sad or like go on whatever adventure the movie calls for, you know what I mean? And as long as they convince me, I'm happy. So like sometimes, like some of the movies on this list aren't maybe the best. Some of them have like a 10%, 11% on Rotten Tomatoes. I'll get to it next. Let's just have fun. Like, what happened to fun, you guys? Let's have fun. So yeah, I love Poor Things with Emma Stone. It was a great movie. I want to talk about the movie I just mentioned, 11% on Rotten Tomatoes. Anyone But You, with Sydney Sweeney, Glenn Powell, Alexandra, what's her name? She was in Love, Simon. Alexandra Shipp. She's a very talented actress. Alexandra and a bunch of other people were in this movie. It was a great ensemble cast. It has an 11% on Rotten Tomatoes. Last time I checked, maybe it's better or worse at this point. So give or take on that 11%. It didn't do well for the critics. I saw it again yesterday. I saw it for the first time on like the 22nd, a couple days before Christmas. That movie was fun. Like, I love a good rom-com. It's based on, loosely, Much Ado About Nothing, which is a play by Shakespeare. And there's Shakespeare your clothes like matter throughout the whole movie. It might be random to some, but if you like a little fun, if you're not taking the movies too seriously, you might like that movie. I thought it was a good time. And so those are the couple of movies, Poor Things, Saltburn, and Anyone But You, that I just watched super recently that I've loved. Another movie that I saw super recently that is not new, but it was my first time watching it, was Die Hard. They had an anniversary showing, I guess, or like a holiday showing in the AMC theaters. And it was in the Dolby Cinema, which is like the really great speakers, and it's like a nice screen, similar to the IMAX screen, but it has better speakers. And I watched Die Hard, which is an action movie, for the first time. It's not really a Christmas movie, but it takes place on Christmas. Therefore, I consider it to be a Christmas movie, and I support anybody else who does too, and I will be watching it every holiday season. But it was my first time watching it this year, and I'm so happy I got to see it in the theater for the anniversary or the special event or whatever, because it really was a fantastic movie. Like, it really, they just tied up all the loose ends. It was just perfect. Die Hard's a perfect movie. I understand all the film bros talking about Die Hard. I agree with you for once. Another movie that I've seen it before, but I didn't love it as a kid. We used to watch The Polar Express every single year, and it's not that I didn't like it. Well, I didn't like it. It's because it scared me. I just thought it was scary, and I didn't know why, because I really would never watch it. They played it every year at school, and I would just like not pay attention. I was afraid. And so I didn't really remember what happened in it. And they also had like a holiday showing of The Polar Express. So I went and saw it in theater, and number one, I now understand why I thought it was scary. That's because it is. And number two, a fantastic movie. I even rewatched it the other night at home. But I'm telling you, AMC comes in clutch. They have like $5 holiday showings. And so usually I'll just pay for those because I could use the membership to get a free ticket. But if it's only $5, why would I use the free ticket when I could use the free ticket on the movies that cost $16, $20, $25? You know what I mean? So those $5 showings, I just paid for those out of pocket. $5. Out of pocket. But anyway, yeah, so I saw The Polar Express. I also watched National Lampoon's, why am I bringing that one up? I don't really, sorry to ruffle feathers. I love Die Hard. Remember I said I love Die Hard because the same crowd that loves Die Hard probably also loves National Lampoon Christmas Vacation. I don't love that one so much. I saw it for the first time last year at home, and then I watched it again in the theater this year, and I just wasn't vibing. But I'm trying to be positive, so I wasn't gonna bring that one up. So I'll move on to something I did like, which was The Hunger Games, The Ballads of Snakes and Songbirds with Rachel Zegler, Tom Blythe, and Viola Davis, Peter Dinklage. A really amazing cast, a great movie. I saw that movie 4 times on purpose, and then I was hanging out with my friends, and they wanted to go see it again, so then I saw it a 5th time, which is kind of ridiculous, so I'm very familiar. But I loved The Hunger Games when I was a kid. I read all the books. I think I'm gonna reread the books, to be honest. Red, White, and Royal Blue on Amazon Prime. It is a like gay rom-com. I told you, do you like fun? Because if you do, this movie's for you. If you don't watch it, because it kind of plays with the realms of like believability and like possibility, because some of the themes that are happening seem a little, you know, impossible. But it's a super cute movie with Taylor Zakhar Perez and Nicholas Galitzine. I love that movie. It's like a comfort kind of gay movie. It's just like all happy. There's no sadness. It's not really realistic, and it's a good time. And it's on Amazon Prime. It came out this year. I loved that one. I've seen that one like twice, I think, as well. The Little Mermaid came out like in May, I think, April, May of this year. I watched that one a good 5 or 6 times in theaters. Halle Bailey was incredible. Was a marvel. Truly is that girl. Melissa McCarthy was good. The boy was good. I forget his name. Sorry, boy. Jonah Hauer King, the guy who played Prince Eric. It was just a good movie. I haven't seen that one as recently. I watched it when they put it on Disney Plus again a couple of months ago, but it's been a minute. It's funny how quick you forget details of stuff you've seen so many times. But it was an amazing movie. I just wanted to shout that one out. That's one of the live adaptations where I feel like they really put their foot in it and got it right. Also, the Jodie Benson cameo. In this house, we stan Jodie Benson. I'm obsessed with that woman, and I was so happy that they brought in the voice of the original Ariel from the animated movie of The Little Mermaid to make a cameo in this new Little Mermaid with a new generation playing a new Ariel. Jodie Benson's an icon, and Halle Bailey is a budding icon. I'm so excited to see what she does. I've loved Chloe and Halle ever since, you know, they were on YouTube, and then Beyoncé discovered them. They made duo music. They made an EP, 2 albums. My favorite, Ungodly Hour, that's their second album. It came out on my 18th birthday. Can you even believe that? I'll never forget it. And I love that album so much. It's not a 2023 favorite. It's like a 2020 favorite, but it's fire. Don't Make It Harder on Me. Do It is a bop that you might know. Wonder What She Thinks of Me is like such a classic R&B track. And you know, a classic R&B track would not be a classic R&B track without talking about an affair. So Wonder What She Thinks of Me is for the messy girls. If you like The Real Housewives and you like pretty fluttery vocals, Wonder What She Thinks of Me So yeah, those are the movies I love this year. I've seen a bunch of movies this year. I haven't been watching TV as much. I've been in like a reality TV era. I haven't been watching a lot of like acting television shows. I've been watching movies. Does that make sense? But when it comes to television, I'm watching a reality show. I love mess. I love drama. My favorite show right now is Dance Moms. Dance Moms is actually the very first reality show I ever watched in middle school. I remember watching it on my iPod Touch on the Lifetime TV app when I connected our cable to the app to like watch it on my iPod Touch in middle school. Because I didn't have a TV in my room back then, I don't think. Or if I did, I didn't know how to get Dance Moms on the TV. Anyway, I loved Dance Moms and I've been rewatching it recently. I'm on season 3. I've been watching it for a couple of weeks and I've just been like running through it. There's like 40 episodes almost in some of these seasons. Yeah, I've been just watching through this shit like it's nothing. Dance Moms is really crazy. Also, by the way, side note, watching it in middle school is kind of wild because I'm watching it now and realizing this show is not for children. I'm thinking, oh, there's kids dancing, this is for kids. Dance Moms was catered to adults and I don't know why I wasn't catching that as a child. I just didn't remember it being how it was. What is my point? I love Dance Moms, I don't know, it's fire. But it's also kind of wild and I'm in the golden age right now. I don't know if I've ever like really watched all of the episodes after Abby got out of jail, so I'll report back maybe in another video. So Dance Moms, yeah, that's the only TV show I'm gonna shout out. Other than that, I've just been watching like The Real Housewives, and I hate to be honest. Oh, Poker Face on Peacock, Natasha Lyonne. It's kind of like a mystery show. You should watch that one if you like kind of like a suspense mystery vibe. It's a very mature kind of entertaining television show, but I think the whole family could watch it, but it's still like mature. It's not like childish, but it's not like wildly inappropriate, I don't think. But it's a fire television show. There's a season on Peacock, you should watch that one. Other than that, off the top of my head, I'm like, me and my mom watched Only Murders in the Building. We finished Modern Family. We were doing a Modern Family watch this year and we just finished like the 11th season a week ago, a couple days ago, so that's sad. Loved Modern Family, but other than that, no more TV shows. I'll talk more about TV shows at a later date. I've been at the AMC. I told you I spent all my free time there. That's what I was doing. So now that I've talked about all of my music and movie faves, I've also talked about my fragrance and candle faves, I'm gonna talk about a book. So there's some books behind me stacked behind all the stuff, and I have read a couple of books this year and I have listened to a lot more audiobooks than I've read physical books. But I'm only gonna mention one book in this video. Lie With You. No, Lie With Me. It's originally by Philippe Besson. I'm not French. I don't know how to say his last name. Besson is how an American would say it, but I think it's Philippe Besson. And it was translated to English by Molly Ringwald. It was originally written and printed in French. It is a gay love story, and I'm not gonna spoil it because if you're a book gay, then get into it. The audiobook was only 4.5 hours long, which is originally what made me listen to it. I looked up gay books on Google and I found this one, and so I looked it up on Libby, which is a library app. If you use your library card, you can get free audiobooks. So then I looked it up on Libby and it was available and I didn't even have to wait for it. Nobody had checked it out. And I listened to the audiobook in a day and it broke my soul. You won't break my soul, but this did. I won't break your soul, but this book will. This book hurts and it's pain, but it's such a beautiful story of gay love and also gay reality. It starts in the 80s, 1984 in the summer, and it ends in 2016-ish. They cover like 3 different time periods. Again, I won't spoil anything, but I listened to the audiobook. Now I'm reading the book. I have Call Me By Your Name back here, and I have My Policeman. I have Simon versus the Homo Sapien Agenda, which is the book that Love, Simon was based on. And all of those books and movies respectively mean something to me. And this is a new one. There's a movie for this that I haven't seen, but the book and the audiobook are incredible. Molly Ringwald translated the fuck out of this, and Philippe Besson wrote the hell out of the story. So now I'm gonna talk about a couple of other things before I bring this video to a close. My 2023 has been interesting. It's been a year of growth. It's been a year of learning. I've done some really cool things. I worked for Instagram. I worked for MailChimp, and I was like sending out an email for my new songs the other day. Oh, by the way, I have new songs out. Honest and Games, out everywhere now. Listen to them. I was sending out a marketing email for my new songs using MailChimp, which is like an email marketing platform, and I saw my face on the website when I was writing my email because I did a job with them. Like I said, I'm in the Instagram commercial, the Meta commercial. I did some other commercials this year that haven't come out yet. I'm still on Jan Sports website, and so I've done some really awesome modeling things this year. I also did my podcast, the koblizzy podcast, for an entire year. I did 52 episodes episodes of that. It's a year's worth of episodes in weeks. I just try to recognize that, you know, life is precious and time flies. And I'm 21 now and I won't be 21 forever, and I want to be grateful. So the last couple of things I'm going to talk about in this video are clothes, shoes, and a little bit of jewelry. So if you remember, I used to have nipple piercings. If you notice, now I do not. I've taken my nipple piercings out. I'm rebranding, if I'm being honest. I kind of want to like be able to model on a more commercial platform, and I can't really take my shirt off if they're not looking for a nipple pierced look. I also took out my septum. I'm just kind of over that one. That one, it's easy to take out and put back in for modeling, but I just don't really want it anymore. I've had it for like 2 or 3 years. I'm just over it. My nipples I've had for like 2 years. I'm just over it. My ears are still here, and these studs are not going anywhere. I love these studs. So that's just a piercing update. I love this silver sterling. This sterling silver chain that I wear on my neck. It's so dainty and cute. I bought it from my friend Bella's friend, Clarvo, in Boston. So thank you, Clarvo, you ate that up. My other jewelry favorite this year is this snake, this silver snake bracelet, the double-headed serpent. I was gonna wear this with my outfit for the Taylor Swift Eras Tour concert, but I didn't order it in time, so it didn't come. So now I've just been wearing it like for life. Big reputation. Oh, these are the shoes that I wore. I got them for the Taylor Swift concert and wore them. They're like combat boots, but they have a little chunky heel. They lace up, but they also have a zip in the center. These are from ASOS, so that's one of my favorites. So this is the bracelet, this is the shoes. I don't know where the pants are. I got these Birkenstocks. They're called Boston. That's the style, like Boston Birkenstocks. And I don't remember what the color is, but it's like this taupey suede. And I just really love this kind of Birkenstock. I've always worn like regular Birkenstocks. I have them on right now, like this kind. But I really love these. I love them, I love them, I love them. So the Boston style, this is my other shoe favorites. You got a combat boot and a Birkenstock. And now I have 2 suits to show you in closing for this year-end favorites video. Just 2 other things that I want to talk about. So this first suit is kind of wrinkled, and it's a like powder blue linen 3-piece. It has a vest and matching pants, and I wore this to my cousin's wedding in Minneapolis. My cousin Chase got married to a beautiful woman named Stephanie, and this is what I wore, and I just really loved this suit. It's one of my favorite suits that I wore this year. So I wanted to show you this one. It's from ASOS, same place those black boots are from. So yeah, I love this powder blue suit. Ooh, got caught in my hair. Love this powder blue suit. I don't even know if you can tell what color. There, that's better. That's the color. It's like powder blue, baby blue, 3 pieces, linen, which wrinkles really badly, but it's beautiful. My second suit and last thing that I'm gonna show you in this video is one that my dad bought me for Christmas. Got it custom tailored. It's a 2-piece black with like white plaid on it. It has this little gold, what is this called? I don't know, pin? Gold thing. And it's a really nice suit. We got it from the suit store and they custom tailored it. I went and picked it up yesterday. So I haven't worn it for anything yet, but I just wanted to put it in here because that's gonna be a suit I'm gonna be super duper excited to wear. Gotta keep an eye out for Selena. So those were my 2023 favorites, like items and stuff. Now I'm gonna talk about my Apple Music replay, and then I'm gonna let you go. But not before I talk about my replay. So my top artists, well, first of all, I listened to 900 total artists. I feel like that's a lot of people. I wish I could like show you the screen, but I don't know how to edit videos for real, so I don't know how to put my screen on the screen. My top artist, number 1 is Beyoncé with 7,122 minutes. Number 2 is Taylor Swift, 4,107 minutes. I would like to talk about the gap between number 1 and 2. Beyonce, 7,000 minutes, Taylor Swift, 4,000. That's crazy. Troye Sivan, and then the gap, 2,000. The gap between Taylor and Troye. Troye Sivan, I listened to him for 1987, not 1989, 1987. So in 2 more minutes, I'll be at 1989. Miley Cyrus is number 4 at 16:55. That's 1,655 minutes. And Ariana is at 16:49. She's 6 minutes behind Ariana Grande. So I gotta go listen to Motive 2 or 3 times, and she's in number 4. So that's my top 5. 6 is Lady Gaga, 7 is Reneé Rapp, 8's Chloe of Chloe and Halle, number 9 is SZA, number 10 is Tori Kelly. So that's the top 10, all women. My top songs, number 1, Hands by Kylie Minogue. Number 2 is Cut by Tori Kelly. You don't wanna cut if it's not with me. That's from Tori by Tori Kelly, which was mentioned at the beginning of the video and my favorite EPs of the year. Number 3 is Rush by Troye Sivan from Something to Give Each Other, also mentioned at the beginning of the video. Number 4 is One of Your Girls by Troye Sivan. 1 from Something to Give Each Other, mentioned at the beginning of the video. Number 5 is Jaded by Miley Cyrus. I've also mentioned that one from Endless Summer Vacation. Number 6 is America Has a Problem, the remix with Kendrick Lamar. 7 is Red Ruby Da Sleaze by Nicki Minaj. Number 8 is Vampire, Olivia Rodrigo. Number 9 is Lottery by Lotto featuring Lou Kala. And number 10 is Flowers by Miley Cyrus. There you go, that's the top 10 songs of the year for me. My top 10 albums is gonna look a lot like the CDs you saw at the beginning. Renaissance is number 1. Troye Sivan, Something to Give Each Other, number 2. Snow Angel, number 3. Tory by Tori Kelly, number 4. In Pieces by Chloe, number 5. The Age of Pleasure by Janelle Monáe is 6. SOS by SZA is 7. 4 by Beyoncé, the expanded edition, and that's number 8. 1989 Taylor version by Taylor Swift is 9. And number 10 is Born This Way Special Edition by Lady Gaga. That's my top 10 albums. My top genres were pop, R&B soul, hip hop, contemporary R&B, and alternative. My favorite playlist was 2023, my playlist entitled 2023, which I made at the beginning of the year and have maintained all year long. I've listened to it for 10,000 minutes. It's all my favorite songs this year. That's that. Those are my favorites of 2023. That's music, fragrances, books, movies, shoes, clothes, everything you could possibly imagine. I'm sure there's something that I love this year that I did not shout out, but I guess I'll just have to shout it out next year. Until next time, I hope you enjoyed this video. I would love if you would like it, comment what you loved, comment if you didn't like it, but be nice, and comment what you want to see next time. I love you so much. You can follow me on all platforms at koblizzy. With that being said, this is Kobe. I don't know how to do an outro, and goodbye. Do we still do this? It's like an airplane. Open up. I'm kidding. All you do is lie. Gonna be honest. Can't think of a time you cried. Thought we would be on this. Thought we could be honest. All you do is deceive. How can you lie to me when I give you my